from Repubblica, the Italian newspaper. Nice to meet you. Bove, you have a no global history trying to combat capitalism and liberalism, and now you defend euro against Eurosceptics. How do you reconcile this Europe with your fights?
Well, for me it's quite simple. Europe is the only way to challenge against corporate globalization. We have to have a political level strong enough to be in front of the big transnational corporation. If we're not able to organize politically 500 million people, the companies are going to take the power on us. And the best example is what's happening now with the treaty on free trade between Europe and United States. If we're not powerful enough, this treaty is going to give the power to the companies because they're going to be able to go and to cut down our social, environmental or health.
I just wanted to talk to you about this agreement. Being against GMO seems to be a political fight won by Greens in Europe, but would the negotiations for a Europe-Usa free exchange agreement change something about GMO?
Concretely, if this agreement goes on as the Commission wants it to go on, that means that there's one rule inside of this agreement which says that if the investments of the companies could be cut down by the rules of the European Union or the countries, the companies could be able to challenge the countries to change the rules. And this is the very big problem. That means that on GMOs, on shale gas, on hormones in beef, etc., even on social rules, it could be break down by the interest of the companies. That means that democracy doesn't work anymore.
You mean TTIP?
TTIP, yes, TTIP or TAFTA, how you call it.
Talking about genetics on plants and food, you stimulated debate comparing GMO with in vitro fertilization. Your statement isn't agreed by all Greens, otherwise it has generated debate. In Italy, a judicial decision said it's legal, in vitro fertilization. Are you against?
Which, excuse me, which?
In vitro fertilization, how to say, the question of eugenetics and babies you talked about.
So this is a debate. I think this is a debate. Each people should be able to answer what he thinks. I am against the marchandization of life, vegetables, animals, or people. And this for us is a debate. For example, in the German Bundestag, for the parties, this debate is completely free and there's no political decisions. Each member should be able to answer how he thinks and how he believes.
Just the last question. Only a slice of votes could determine who wins between the two biggest political groups, Schulz and Juncker's ones, and the votes of your group could be important. So what would you do? Alliance, gross coalition?
For the moment, it's difficult to say what's going to happen. But if they're the two big parties, the first parties who have almost the same number of votes, of course, the Greens are going to be important as some other parties. For us, we need to have a clear position. What is the guy who is going to be in the Commission going to do? Which kind of policy, which kind of democracy, how is going to increase democracy? These are the questions we're going to ask. And this is going to be a collective debate. And for us, the candidate for the presidency has to go in front of the countries to tell this is what the European Parliament wants. The people is the one who will be decided by the Parliament is not going to discuss from his party, but he's going to represent the Parliament. So that's why we have to need discussion after the 25.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good luck.